Hey, Acceptance Squad, this is Alex from Alex's Autism Acceptance Channel. Got a really good one for you today. This is about how our understanding of disabilities has changed, so does time that our laws do as well. Let's talk about that.
Making autism content Monday and Thursday. You know I wouldn't have it any other way. Making education inspiration for all. If you ever have a question or concern, just give me a call, 'cause I'll be there for you. You'll be like, oh thank God, I'll be there for you. Part of the Acceptance Squad, I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
This article is as fresh as they come. It's the newest article I've ever covered. Published on Sunday, May 14th, so it's as fresh as they come. And we're going to be talking about a Pueblo mother who is going to talk about a bill that was passed that deeply affects her son. Let's get into it. In the last few months, the state legislature has been debating hundreds of bills concerning everything from the tax code to healthcare policy to public safety. In this political climate, it's easy to tune out all those decisions, as they're being debated more than 100 miles away from our home. This is in Colorado, by the way. Lord knows there are times that I just want to get home and have dinner with my family in peace. But so many decisions being made up there deeply affect my family, and in turn, our community. And today, I want to talk a little bit about what it's like to be Noelle's mama and the connection to a bill that just passed. I have one child, a boy named Noelle. He's a kind, vivacious kid who's 12 years old and already wearing size 7 men's shoes. When he was a baby, he made fine eye contact and gurgled often, but eventually fell silent and stopped looking. As a toddler, he began intentionally hitting his head when he was frustrated and silently dancing when he was hysteric. He was soon diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, as well as having intellectual/developmental disabilities. And then my whole world shifted as the thought occurred to me. What could go wrong? Raising a boy who might not ever speak. Even more distressingly, when he grew out of that being that sweet toddler... What would happen when he grew out of being that sweet toddler who's afraid of sirens, loved toy trains, and trying to catch fireflies at Grandma's cabin? Those are all very valid questions, and I certainly know my parents struggled with that too. We have all seen headlines about the often disproportionate response to emergency situations with children with disabilities, as well as the racial disparities in our criminal justice system. In Colorado, children of color are 1.5 to 3 times more likely to be arrested and interrogated than their white counterparts. They are often harmed by false confessions, directly contributing to that racial disparity. That disparity only gets worse when one factors other exceptionalities like disabilities. As you would imagine, children are more susceptible to manipulation and more likely to provide inaccurate information and false confessions under such pressure. In the past 25 years, of youth who are exonerated after being convicted of crimes, 38% gave false confessions. That is way too high. And it looks like our state, Colorado, will do something this year. HB 23-1042, which has been passed by the House and Senate, will help ensure that law enforcement officers receive training for interrogation of youth and prioritize securing confessions that are voluntary and reliable. And that is often not the case, especially for those with social disabilities. It wasn't long ago that this is one of the worst cases I've ever heard. It wasn't so long ago that there was another man from Pueblo with intellectual disabilities named Joseph Arity. I'll put the screenshot right here of what he looked like. He was also a sweet, naive boy that loved toy trains. He was killed by the state of Colorado at age 23 on a criminal conviction that was largely based on a false confession, extracted by the then Pueblo County Sheriff. The sheriff had a witness who stated a tall man with dark features was seen fleeing the scene, and he decided that Arity fit the bill, and so Arity became the sole person of interest in a murder investigation. Arity understood so little of the gravity of the situation that he falsely confessed, thinking that he could just leave afterwards. It was clear that he had a developmental disability. It was later determined that he did have autism, although that wasn't discovered until after his execution. He was convicted and subsequently sentenced to death. He even requested ice cream for his last meal. The sad fact is that Joseph Arity is far from the last person with disabilities to be unjustly thrown in prison or even killed. The murder of Elijah McLean, another young man with autism, filled me with a profound existential anxiety. I can absolutely see that as a parent. I could so easily see my own boy dancing on the side of the road and panicking under physical restraint of a poorly trained police officer. And as a 23-year-old high-functioning adult, I probably would panic as well. I'm not gonna lie. Hey everyone, I hope you're finding the video informational and inspirational, but I wanted to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, My Three Little Miracles shop. My Three Little Miracles shop was created by a mother with three severely autistic children who are nonverbal. She decided it was a great way to help her children communicate, so I think that this is a great option for any parents who have children with autism, or if anybody watching knows any parents with children with autism. I think her store is very important because it allows children with autism to communicate what they desire and what they require in order to live a healthy and happy life. We have as you can see, there's different signs right here, different sections of each book you get that the autistic child is able to turn to in order to communicate what he or she needs. Sounds very practical to me, so if you do have a child with autism who is nonverbal or know somebody, I would strongly suggest directing them to this page. Absolutely. Some of these books have over 1,000 pictures that the child could point to, pretty much anything that the child could need or want, and I think the bigger book that you buy, the better deal you are getting out of it. Absolutely. You can visit My Three Little Miracles shop on Etsy, and you can use code AAAC discount for not 10, not 20, but 40% off. Sounds like a really good deal to me. And thank you, as always, for My Three Little Miracles shop for sponsoring this video. Over the years, I've learned to live with anxiety as my boy grows up to be a man. But last year, it was estimated... That's my dog, sorry. It was estimated that 1 in 36 children were diagnosed with autism. My kid is far from the only kid in Colorado or even Pueblo with autism. Given the statistics, there's probably a few 100,000 in Colorado. That's a lot. And our knowledge and understanding of this disability has changed. It's about time our laws do too. HB 23-1042 provides legal safeguards for these kids and vital training for law enforcement officers for an understanding of these disabilities, as well as best practices engaging this emerging population as these kids grow into adults. It's very important because autism doesn't go away when you're an adult. It keeps going. I look forward to Governor Jared Polis signing this bill into law to help build trust in our criminal justice system, and most importantly, for the safety for the community, especially our Pueblo children. Very good. Hey guys, I think that's going to do it for the video here. Hopefully you learned something new and that you support this law. And I just wanted to bring it to your awareness so that you're able to check it out and provide your own thoughts and maybe encourage other people that you know in Colorado to sign it as well. But thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday, and I'm going to try my best to see you on Monday. Peace out.